NSFW, straight people of Reddit, how/when did you know you were straight? Removed. I could see through my teacher's shirt and my pages got hard. Yeah, but how do you know you're not bi? Username checks out. When the peen tasted bad and the prune tasted nice. Nice. It's poetry to my ears. Honestly, in college I knew I liked women. But men were always a grey area. Like I've had a crush on a few of them. But it was a different feeling than crushing girls. Couldn't be sure. So didn't think too much about it sophomore year. An extremely attractive man made it quite clear one night that he wanted to kiss me. And my brain just rejected the action. Like not you gay, but like I was mentally incapable of interpreting this event. So nothing happened, so yeah. That pretty much settled it. I've been able to recognize and admit that other men are attractive for a while. Post high school macho insecurity. And always kind of been the same way. Actually thinking about sex with another man I just don't enjoy or find attractive. I've never been put in the same position as you though, so I guess I don't fully know. But I don't think I'd really be into it. When I saw a cute girl in my kindergarten class I knew I liked her. This comment right here, officer. Cause has the teacher. I remember liking a girl from my class when I was 8 or 9 years old. I probably understand I was straight a couple years later when the topic of sexuality passed during sex ed. Got my asshole ducked by my BFF when I was 13. After 15 minutes I realized that I was straight. We are still friends though. When I saw how hot Misty was. She's 10 years old. The anime aired in the US starting in 1998. I was 6 at the time. Misty was a lot of people's childhood crush. When I looked at my own dick and didn't get an erection. That's how it works, right? Not exactly. I don't really look at nudes of myself, but I sure as hell look at other women. Some people do look at themselves though. I thought the sarcasm was fairly obvious, but then again this is the internet, so /s. Basically as soon as I was able to tell boys and girls apart, I have developed crushes on specific boys since about age 5. Of course, they've changed in character as I got older, so I'm not sure if I can call the very earliest ones crushes per se, but still, these specific opposite sex fascinations have always been a thing with me. I never had a real cooties phase. Sees boobs, me, nice. I feel like straight is the default. You assume you're straight until you realize you're not. I realized in kindergarten I liked girls in a way that was different to the way I liked boys. Took many years to really figure it out, but you get the picture. When I dumped a deep nut. When I was 5 got a boner looking at Jasmine from Aladdin. Also while in a mall I was 3 and walking with my mom. As I was holding her hand I saw 2 older girls, told they were around college age, and as I was staring at them smacked my head into a pole. I was about 13, and I saw the bra ads, and I got an erection. I had open showers at school and I didn't feel the same when around naked men. So I figured I was straight. It's not that complicated. When I lost my virginity, I got my dick sucked by a dude. I didn't like his beard falling against my skin, nor his body shape, even if he was athletic. He had good head though. Once I knew there was an alternative. I'm on the right track. Baby, I was born this way. After a couple of failed experiments, I watched gay porn once to see what was up. Didn't do anything for me and been straight ever since. Catwoman from Batman 89. It all went uphill from there. Big booty Latina goddess 1080p 955. I was 18 over 19 and thought, maybe I am gay. So I watched 5 to 10 minutes of gay porn. I didn't like it. Realized everyone in high school was wrong. I'm not gay. True story. As a man, I used to flirt with some gay guys for fun. And one time more was about to happen and all my will to flirt just gone. So, I like girl. Sometimes you gotta suck a dick to know you don't like sucking dick. How did your mom know it was me? My 4th grade teacher was pretty hot. I started having new ideas that I hadn't had previous to taking her class. Now this is funny. Saw them titties. Lol. Once I knew there was something different. It's kinda the default, so for most people they don't have this realization. When I was balls deep in my boyfriend and realized it just wasn't for me. When I laid eyes on Megan Good in person. When I was young I never had a crush on a girl, but I didn't analyze this and label myself as straight. I did try sex with another woman when I was in my 20s and it was fun, but I wasn't interested enough to seek that on a regular basis. Well, it all started when I was in middle school and figured out I liked how boobs looked. I've always enjoyed girls way more than guys in pretty much every way. Actually don't want to go into detail since it's kind of private, but generally assumed I was and was proved right. I didn't know about gay people for most of my childhood and didn't even think about it as an option until high school. Lots of people there thought I was gay and would openly ask me about it. Many were just parroting their parents and said stuff like, "Are you sure you're not gay? My mom says you seem gay. That's why I chose this username." That continued into college. I never really had a problem with it. I even changed my Facebook to no longer say I was interested in women. Defining my sexuality publicly in that way made me feel like I was rejecting the rumors that I was gay. I didn't want to that because I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. If there was a rumor going around that I was right-handed, I wouldn't try to contradict it. It's wrong, but it doesn't really make a difference and my friends know the truth. Eventually, I started to wonder if I was bi. No real reasons for it. It just seemed like I might be. I have never been overly masculine. I found men attractive, even if I didn't want to sleep with them. And I have no disgust over the idea of kissing a guy or holding hands. Eventually, I realized I'm probably straight, at least mostly. I realized it when I was lonely, wanted to hook up with someone, and then found myself with the opportunity to hook up with a guy. I didn't get grossed out or repulsed by the idea. I just thought, I don't really want to. I figure, if that's my reaction to the idea of sleeping with an attractive guy, I'm probably straight. 2nd grade. Teacher was a smoke show. I learned what gay people were around age 10 to 11, and it seemed like something that was possible for me, but I wasn't sure. I figured the best way to check was to go through my brother's Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue and see if I was attracted to any of the women. That was when they started doing all the body painting. I just got fascinated by the fact that was even possible and couldn't have cared less about the beautiful naked women component of it. I checked every year until I was 16 or so. Even after it started dating guys, I decided if it hadn't clicked by then it wasn't going to, and gave up the tradition. A decade plus later and no change. Oh well. Whenever I questioned my sexual orientation growing up, I'd ask myself, dude, do you really wanna suck a dick? And so far it's always come up no. Then I think it'd make a very selfish lover if I only received and didn't give, so being gay wasn't for me. But if one day, if that answer changes, I'll lick. Got a crush on a girl or two in kindergarten. Watched the movie Cry Baby when I was about 4 years old and desperately wanted Johnny Depp to be my boyfriend. I realized this when I was at 180. Sometimes I'm not straight though, and parts of my body are at 90 or more. Well, I was raised in a heteronormative environment and family, so I always assumed I was straight and was never disproven. Always had interest in women. Never was interested in men. Not saying that's the way it should be, but that's how it went for me. When I broke up with my boyfriend and tried really hard to have a crush on one of my friends because she was I'm not, but if I was, but no such attraction ever occurred. as soon as I knew what underwear to wear. I had sex with a chick and was disgusted with myself afterwards. Plot twist, I don't. Never really didn't, though admittedly, I do have some curiosity, as sometimes the idea of bottoming is sometimes a turn on. But romantically speaking, I have zero desire to fall in love with and marry another dude. Well, I like cocks, p. My grandma used to buy the Sun newspaper, famed for its page 3 girls. I didn't know why at the time, but I absolutely loved looking at the boobs. I was probably 4 or 5. I was born normal. I thoroughly enjoyed admiring boobs whilst a young lad. I used a spirit level. I couldn't stop thinking about a girl in my class, about 8 or 9 years old. My best friend in 5th grade wanted to kiss, and I wanted no part. Amy Jo Johnson. That is all. When I got off with a bloke, went back to his house, and was as limp as a noodle, not aroused at all. Verified I don't like penis. I-U-M-M. Really like guys. IDK what it is. Just the fact that someone is male makes me inclined to draw in. Super weird I know. Also I used to have sexual fantasies of Justin Bieber. Don't ask. For both our sakes. Are we talking bowl cut Bieber here? Hope you found a better sexual fantasy. His second phase. The boyfriend song era. I think it's called a buzz cut, and yes things have definitely improved imagination wise in the sexual realm. You don't hear people talking about the asexual orientation much. A while back, an online acquaintance of mine came out online as asexual, which made me think about it a bit. They must get pretty fed up with the rest of us obsessing over each other. Doesn't work like that. You realize when you're gay, because you notice you're different from most people from the same gender as you. You can't ask when. Did you realize you were like most of your friends? We just were. When I liked girls, and not boys so almost my whole life. I saw big boob and got hard. I went to the beach. There were a lot of women with hot bikinis. Short story. As a kid, I flipped to the end of a JCPenney catalog and got a boner. Do you mean a bonnet? Cause that would be pretty gay. I don't know that, no, is really how I feel about it. More like assume the most probable case, and it seems to be working. Leah in the gold bikini. That despite how terrible men are in every part of society and culture I still for some stupid reason desire to have one as my own to hug and bake treats for. I hate it. Never had romantic attraction towards guys, only towards women. A cute girl in 6th grade brought it up. Dirty Dancing. Watching her ass bounce up those stairs was exhilarating. I realized that I was straight when a couple of juniors came to school dressed in full latex. Everyone gave them dirty looks. Too much rubber and latex. 8 years old, when my parents took me to see the Flintstones live action movie and I saw the scene where Halle Berry wore that dress in the rock quarry. I had about 4 wives by the time I was in kindergarten. A ruler helped a lot. Sees attractive woman's body, me. Gets feelings, sees attractive man's body, me. Cool bro, no feelings. I kissed a dude and thought, no, this ain't for me, apostrophe. Got molested by my uncle when I was 4. Didn't tell anyone till I was older, when I found out he was babysitting a cousin. Can't keep silent when someone else is in danger. Rude early awakening. I kinda feel robbed of exploring my sexuality in a weird way. It's caused a lot of issues in my sex life regardless. But for the most part I can look back and see it as his issue, not mine. Took a lot of therapy and am good parents to come out on top. Honestly never questioned it, I always knew. It never occurred to me I might be anything else. Vaginas seemed more aesthetically pleasing than PPs to me, so there ya go. How did I know I liked guys? 4th grade. Had a crush on the 2 biggest doucher bags in class. That trend has yet to change. Close bracket. How did I know I was attracted only to men? When I got the hurt of a lifetime. Divorced doucher bag #IDONTEVENKNOW and still wanted to only date men. This also confirms that sexuality is absolutely not a choice. I did experiment with my best bud at the time. We were very young and it remained fairly innocent. We did some weird shit, but honestly I think it had more to do with the fact that we discovered our penis lol. After that I never really gave it another thought because I've always been attracted to girls. Same way gay people knew they were gay. You know those lighters with bikini model stickers? Yeah. I saw those when I was kid, and I know right there and then. Star Wars, The Return of the Jedi. Enough said. Default settings. You know how it be. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.